And welcome back, everybody, to the first ever Unapologetically Black and Fast. Again, I am your host, Pleasantly Twisted, and I am taking you on a journey of Black joy over the course of this entire weekend. If you like the content that we're putting out here, don't forget that we have another marathon coming up at the end of the month from February 27th to March 5th for Frost Fatales. You can go to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales or type !FF in chat to get an idea of what that schedule looks like. And speaking of schedules, I see it often in the chat that people are wondering what's next on the block. Well, right now we're doing some Fusion, and after that we're gonna do some Dread. If you want to see the rest of the day, you can type !schedule in chat. We're gonna be bringing back someone who was here earlier today. Ryan, welcome back in.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you had some good rest, maybe some delicious food.
Yeah. I did have a bit of dinner. But yeah, I made a mistake with loading a file unintentionally.
Oh no.
But
oh no, not this. Hopefully it's not a file that's like for your game. Or like, did you break it? Did you blow the things up? Oh no.
No, I just need a wait.
It's fine because I can still just sit here and entertain chat for a little bit.
All right, yeah, sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
actually forgot how to like
You're perfectly fine.
It's so funny. I actually forgot how to like start a file from
Oh, well, hang on for a second, everybody. We need to take a moment to go ahead and get this situated and fixed up because chances are we need to do some quick fixins. Oh wait, no, we're good.
Nope,
We're Gucci.
I messed up.
Oh, we're not good. I lied. I just run off the cuff of things.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Actually, we're fantastic. I don't know why I lied to you like this and said we weren't good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Listen, today has been... I still take full responsibility for tempting the tech goblins, and they have been having a blast with messing with us all day today. So it's perfectly fine. It is not a problem at all. Well, tell us about this run a little bit. What are you doing for us?
All right. Yeah, I guess we should get the timer started.
Oh.
No, I'll talk a bit about the run.
Okay.
So yeah, if y'all are ready for the countdown, I'll go from 3, 3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, so this is Metroid Fusion any percent. So yeah, with this category, it's also known as no memory corruption because the fastest category you can actually corrupt the memory of the game to credits warp to beat it like nearly a half hour faster than this category. But I guess for legacy's sake, we just call this any percent. So pretty much just do whatever else by any means aside from memory corruption to beat it. There's quite a lot of platforming that's like a little bit complicated. With wall jumping, you can't really like change your momentum like in pretty much any other 2D Metroid game. So you're kind of just committed to whichever direction you're going. And additionally with that, I'm gonna be doing stuff like shooting before when I jump over like a ledge, then I'm gonna shoot to expand Samus's hitbox so that she can like land on the ground faster and start running. Because her run speed on the ground is faster than when she's in the air in general. So you want to try and like be grounded as much as possible. And yeah, the beginning also has a lot of text, so there is quite a lot of downtime in between because the run in general has like a total of 25 minutes of Samus talking to this computer named Adam, or talking to herself during elevator cutscenes as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the dialogue in the game is really, really interesting because she spends so much of that time talking to herself, or when I played this, I lovingly said arguing with the computer. And just
yeah, exactly.
Lots of thoughts out loud for the entire run of her just being like, man, this just seems really reminiscent. This just seems really... wow, I feel like I know this person. Speaking of knowing this person, we have another person on comms with us for this run. That's going to be Mocha Jones, who's actually going to be doing the run after this as well. Mocha, say hi to all the people watching at GDQ.
Oh, what's going on, everybody?
Yes. So Mocha's going to be joining us to talk a little bit about Metroid Fusion. I know that Mocha, you've done a lot with the Metroid series, much more than I have. Just so I can be fully transparent about it too, I've played Metroid Fusion. I played it for the first time ever, maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I don't know. Time is an illusion. But as someone who's played a lot of Metroidvanias, it just shook a lot of people that I had never played a Metroid. And so for charity incentive, I said I would play Metroid Fusion, and this is the one that what we played and what we beat. And I had lots and lots of things and stuff to say. So I bet Mocha would have more productive things to say, though.
Yeah, probably. I am pretty good with the Metroid series. Given I haven't extensively run them, but I do run them. There is a randomizer actually for this series, Fusion, which is actually pretty good as well. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about main story Metroid Fusion.
Yep. Oh, I guess to backtrack a little, the randomizer actually is really fun. There's a new patch that came out like about 2 weeks ago for it as well. So I definitely recommend giving it a try. But yeah, this category, like, gonna be collecting stuff similar to 100%, just because ammo for the early game is really important. So we're gonna be trying to have 20 missiles for the first boss fight.
And that first boss fight is actually coming up right here soon.
Oh yeah, this eye doors RNG. I forgot to mention that as well.
God, the eye doors. The eye doors were terrible. I distinctly remember yelling at those a lot because they are RNG, and you have to wait for it to do the tan without blinking to be like, oh yeah, I can shoot this.
Yeah, it has a 50% chance to shoot a beam or not shoot a beam, but after it shoots 4 beams, then it won't shoot another. If it shoots 4 in a row, then it won't shoot another after. But yeah, each one is a 50% chance though. So I got, what, 3 the first cycle?
I think so. But yeah, we're to our first boss, which is already defeated, which gives us more ball. Which, if you played any mainline Metroid game, Morph Ball is like one of the first items you get. So pretty standard. You get missiles, you get Morph Ball, and now we're trying to figure out what's going on the space station.
Yeah, so I guess the story opening's like a bit convoluted, where basically Samus was back on the planet SR388, which is the planet she was on for Metroid 2, and when she went, she got infected by something known as the X parasite, and almost died to it. But then she was cured through a vaccine that was made out of the last Metroid's DNA from after when she beat Super Metroid, actually. And yeah, with it, because the X parasite's natural enemy is the Metroids, and yeah, like the Metroids prey on them. So it was able to destroy the parasites that infected Samus, but it altered her appearance to what she looks like right now. And yeah, with that, parts of her suit that were infected, they also like ran off into the space station, and it infected a bunch of basically everything that's on the space station.
But wait, that's her suit right there.
It was at
another canvas.
Yeah, it was at this point that I learned that Metroid Fusion is actually a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and we'll talk about that suit much later, but that's affectionately known in the community as SAX or SAX.
Yep. Samus Aran X for short. Or for the long. For the long. That's what I meant. And yeah, these elevator transitions are really long in this game, which is another complaint for some people about speedrunning this game. And additionally, the text smashing is like kind of awkward as well, because you have to be holding a button to make the text speed up, and then you have to press either press the button again to to close the text box, or press a different button. So for whatever reason, down on the D-pad specifically also serves to scroll through text and skip through text. So what I'm doing is holding down on the D-pad and mashing the A button to speed up the text, and then also close the last text box with a different button. And then when you start a new text box, you have to make sure you're not holding a button, otherwise it won't speed up. So you have to like let go of everything, then repress it after you've closed the last text box.
Hey Ron, I got a question for you though. Is your objective clear?
I was literally waiting for the window to say that. I was actually waiting on the window to say that. And I was going to point out with the conversation around the text boxes is if you're not careful when you're pushing buttons, it'll ask you at the end of every dialogue, is your objective clear? And you can mess around and accidentally hit no. At which point it'll just run you through everything again. And it's like, oh my God, please save me.
Yeah, and if you play through Ocarina of Time, you know, the big owl, it's worse than that.
Yeah, for sure. Because some of these like text boxes take like dialogue sequences take like over half a minute, so it can be really bad to repeat the text.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, currently.
I was gonna say right now, this area that Ron's in, the neutralizers are out, and so we got to clear the junk off of them with missiles, not destroying the fans somehow, and
I know, right?
and clear this area.
Yeah, taking it a little slow. There's a lot. Actually, like every pirate except for the very bottom one was in the way, which is really rare to happen. So, fortunately, they died to one missile shot, so it's not too big of a deal because my ammo count is actually very high. This part can be very concerning if you're low on missiles before you get to this eye door, because you want to have at least 3 missiles for this. And I was trying hard to keep my health full as well. Oh wow, that insane luck.
Yeah, that is optimal.
Yeah, I was trying to keep my health full to guarantee.
That's optimal RNG on that door. And
yeah, it was even a 3 cycle and I still got like blessed with good RNG. Because you can actually hit the I-beams with, or the I-doors with 2 missiles if they connect on the same frame. But I've missed both times, unfortunately, but I mean, it doesn't lose too much time. Though you could potentially just get like, 4 beams in a row from the extra cycle. So it varies how much time you might lose.
So do one of you want to talk about a little bit of the mechanic of bosses for this game? Because we're going to be seeing a boss that looks like this for a good chunk of the game and as a follow-up for a lot of these bosses.
I can take it. So so essentially everything on this space station has been infected with X. And essentially all the bosses, like they'll start in their original form and then you see them break up and there's this giant core X that you will have to destroy to actually get your upgrade from that boss. So that's what's happening there.
Yep.
And that last one just gave us charge beam.
Precisely.
And
oh yeah, because it's in Japanese, you don't actually see like what I got.
This is true. This is very true. I was gonna point out as well, this is also part of why you see every time Ryan kills an enemy, they make either a yellow blob or a green blob. And the yellow ones are really useful because those give back health. So every time you kill something, you have a chance of getting some health back. But you also want to see some of those green ones show up, specifically because the green ones will give you back missiles.
Yep.
And then you want to try and capture some of them quickly, specifically because if they go to things that can spawn enemies later on, it'll just respawn enemies and you have to kill them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fly like really far away from you and don't really want to chase them around or anything.
You will see some that are flashing. Those are scripted to go to something else.
Yeah. Which there was a couple earlier, but they're pretty easy to miss, so viewers may not have noticed. And there's also red X's, which
Refill everything.
It's kind of like a rare drop from regular enemies, or when you kill the eye doors, they always drop one, and they'll, I actually don't know the exact numbers that they give you. I think it gives you like 400 health and health back, and gives you I want to say 50 missiles, but that could be actually the wrong number.
It's like a full restore, essentially.
Yeah, like I'll be like maxed out of like missiles in this category whenever I get it. But yeah, relying on it from eye doors, and also when I kill those core X's from bosses, it'll also restore a lot of health and missiles. So that's where a lot of my restoratives are going to be relied upon now. Now that I got out of Sector 1.
Yeah, and while Ron's mashing through this text box, he's talking to a computer program named Adam, and Adam's now explaining the SAX. Like, hey, that's got all of your abilities. Do not engage with it. If you see it, run away.
Yep. It's mimicking Samus at full power, so it has like super missiles, power bombs, and like ice beam. And Samus is weak to ice.
Oh, I was gonna say exactly what you're saying. Because Samus now has Metroid DNA, because obviously that's what saved her. She is now very vulnerable to ice, to cold. So if Samus gets shot by Sax and the ice beam, that's bad news bears.
Yeah, you get frozen and it does like, I think like 300 health.
It hurts. It
200?
hurts.
Yeah, it hurts pretty bad. And we'll see a use of it at least once in the run. not too long from now. But yeah, there's also these security doors, so that blue switch that I opened activates level 1 security, so it can open any of the blue doors now.
Yeah, if you notice on the like the map screens, it has the little locks in the corner. Those are what Ron's unlocking.
Yeah, exactly. So I needed to get to this data room, which the bomb data was sent to. So we're able to blow up blocks with morph ball bombs, pretty much. You know, class, like standard Metroid stuff. And that door over there got destroyed, so can't go backwards. So we have to find an alternate way to try and get out of here, pretty much.
Wait, you mean this game is having you use the item that you just got?
Right? Oh, these enemies are some mean placement. I really don't want to get hit much because these caterpillars do a lot of damage too. It's like 40. I forget the exact number. 47, I think.
I cannot remember.
So I did take one. Yeah, like I took an extra E-tank for safety. I normally do it for any percent anyway, because I do some alternate strats for after this next boss by having the safety of extra health.
Oh my goodness, chat, you wouldn't download a bomb.
Gonna download plenty of things throughout the run. But yeah, I'm actually pretty healthy, so not too bad.
Yeah, this is going. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm a commentator.
I'm gonna say, don't burn
I'm
bread
a
like that.
commentator. I have been called.
You've seen the luck in action. I said out loud that tech is fine, and we have had tech issues all day. All day. Don't tempt the goblins further.
Which is why I stopped talking.
Commentator's curse.
I've done that enough in commentary.
Same here. Been commentating the Donkey Kong Country 2 tournament quite a lot of matches, and like there's always been at least like one commentator's curse moment, like every race. It's been hilarious. But yeah, this boss Zazabi does have RNG, so like how many times he'll jump over you before he exposes himself can take a varying amount of times. The first phase, you can do anywhere between 0 and 3 jumps. Second, you can do between 1 and 4 jumps. And then third phase, you can do anywhere between 2 and 5. So I got pretty bad luck overall, actually, on that.
I was just about to say, it's like he's taking as much time as he wants to, but then he decided to give you that last one on the first attempt as a treat.
Yeah, the last one's guaranteed. Yeah, the first 3 cycles are the ones that are random, and then the Yeah, the fourth one, it just always goes right away. So I'm actually gonna take a safety save for marathon safety.
Yeah, and
coming up because might be a death risk.
and that was high jump he just got, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you would have no way back out if you didn't have high jump there. Which is a common soft lock in the randomizer, actually. Going to fight that boss. Alright, so yeah, try for something. Skip right here.
Are you going to stat skip? Oh, very nice.
Yeah, very dicey as well. Unfortunately, I got hit by that like side hopper enemy, so my health is like a little bit concerning. But if anything, I'll try to farm like a little bit of yellow X's. I ideally want to be more than 40 health going into the next sector. Oh god. Well. All right, so the backup to the backup. I will take the refill station.
Yeah.
As I'm getting out of this.
I was gonna
sector.
say that's it's getting a little bit dicey territory.
Yeah, I missed the wall jump, so I fell right back into that enemy.
I know that feels. I know that feels.
I was gonna say, I feel like everyone here knows those feels, where it's like, this should be, I've mentioned it multiple times, this should be an easy enough jump, and then you whiff it and you're like, oh god, I'm in danger. Oh no.
It's funny, it's still faster that I got the sack skip and took that refill than to have like let Sax walk out of the room while hiding above it.
Yeah.
Like despite the flub.
I do want to point out that when you took that ice beam hit, your health like dropped, like, so that's what I was saying earlier, because Samus is our Metroid now, because of that DNA to save her. She is very vulnerable to ice.
Yep. And I got really close to the sack so that the missile would like forward boost me through her. So I didn't so I was able to just get past and just run away after. If you get there a little too slow, you'll get back boosted and then you'll probably get frozen again and then probably shot by another missile and die. So it's like pretty dangerous. But yeah, that strat that I did for the skip is used in 100% because you need at least 3 E-tanks to survive it. So normally in any percent, if you want to be optimal, you usually have like 1 E-tank there, and you have to use your spring ball to like kind of jump in between the shots, and it's like really tight. And if you get hit, then you're just dead. So I don't go for it.
So yeah, and just going on that same tangent, just to make it absolutely abundantly clear, like getting hit by Sax in general, especially with the fact that you have 3 tanks to your name, it's like 2-3 hits and she just knocks you out. So yeah, that was super risky. Seeing you take the hit and then just walk through was in its own way scary, because Mocha had the pleasure of watching me play this for my first time, and I am so aggro, and it just frustrated me to no end that I could not fight her. And so I had to wait for stuff, and people were like, oh no, the game won't let you, and I'm just like, but what if I just channel the violence? No, the game won't let you.
Yeah, we don't have any means to do damage to Sax currently. Which, there is a certain beam that you get later, which is the only way to damage. But yeah, since Samus lost most of her abilities from after getting infected by the X parasite and having the surgery done, then yeah, she's like pretty weak currently.
Yeah, I think this game does one of the best jobs of explaining why Samus doesn't start out fully powered, you know?
Right? Because yeah, other games she just kind of like miscellaneously has like nothing again, even though it's like a sequel. So I guess like Metroid Prime 2, like you see her like lose her stuff. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I? Okay. Yeah, so this boss kind of messed it up, but you can kill him in 2 cycles normally. With so if you shoot point blank with your charge shot, you can hit with like the whole charge shot and the extra flares as well. And so yeah, I guess for damage values, the charge shot at point blank does like 26 damage, and this boss has 50 health. So you can kill in 2 cycles if you hit blank twice. But because it's like the charge shot's separated in like I think 3 different parts, it hits. It's very easy to just hit like 1 flare and do like 8 damage or something instead before he becomes invincible.
Gravity Sim?
And I missed all the double shots there, but you can kill the core in 3 hits as well if you hit 2 missiles on the same frame.
Speed booster.
Each cycle.
So now we have Speed Booster, and awesome tech once we have Speed Booster is Sound Spark, which Ron's going to show off very much a whole lot here.
Yeah, in this category, fortunately, it's not like too much. Because, yeah, in 100% you have to do it a lot, and like whenever you mess up with Shine Spark, it loses a lot of time in general.
Yeah, you won't be doing any Shine Spark puzzles today, I don't believe.
Yeah, fortunately. Yeah, like I'll be using the Shine Spark though to like actually try to save time, like quite a bit. But it's usually like just going in a straight line and not like chaining a bunch of Shine Sparks in a row. Which, actually I don't need the item that's directly below there, so I'm actually gonna just Shine Spark out of here. Through those speed blocks that have arrows. And I move it back a little bit to try and gain another Shine Spark. So I'm gonna try to save a small amount of time. Oh, I messed up. It's fine though. It's gonna gain another speed booster, but yeah, you can do what's called a low height Shine Spark. If you unmorph like just before you touch the ground and activate your Shine Spark, you can kind of activate it from a lower height compared to when Samus is normally standing on the ground. So she kind of like jumps up a tiny bit when you're grounded. And you have like, if you get the low height, you go just low enough that you won't like bonk into that ledge that's slightly above you. But because I landed on the ground and then activated it, then I just did a regular Shine Spark basically. The window's pretty tight, but fortunately that doesn't lose too much time.
I got one question for you about the low height. Are you going to go for it in the escape?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. My consistency rate is not very good on it, but I do hit it sometimes.
It's very satisfying when it happens, so I hope you do get it.
Yeah, the swag strat. I think it saves only like half a second or something, but it looks cool and feels really good to get it.
I was gonna say, you always have to try for swag at least once. Like, is it really a Sonic the Hedgehog run if at some point during the water level you don't do the backwards run? You have to have swag at all times. All times.
I got that reference too.
Isn't it the best?
It is. Oh.
Yeah, it actually looks so sick. And like, being able to like not die off it is like quite nice. Yeah. It's like so cool. Yeah, so I need to remember to not let go of forward when going into this area, because sometimes when I enter sector 3, because there's gonna be like speed booster blocks I need to run through, and sometimes I'm like not paying attention and then I just forget where I am and I like flub this very simple thing, which is like literally just hold forward. All right, I got it. Yeah, so it's like a slightly faster path to get down to the bottom by breaking some speed booster blocks by running straight. And yeah, basically being told to go get the super missile download data, but also to find the level 2 security lock. So that green switch that I just got is unlocking level 2 security to open these green doors. What's also like, I guess story-wise, what's also dangerous is that the SAX are accessing more areas as you unlock security. So they, or sorry, the X's in general are accessing like more areas that they shouldn't be able to access because of it.
Wait, you mean Samus?
I
You
guess-
mean Samus is letting the X where they're not supposed to go?
Exactly. Yeah, so ideally I shouldn't die in this area, but these enemies do hit pretty hard. So as long as I remember what I'm doing, it should be fine.
And we're about to meet a friend, ain't we? Right here.
Yep, gonna have a banger ready in a bit. So you'll try for a frame perfect trick here where you can shine spark out of this. I missed it. I like never hit it either in runs. I think I've got it like literally once ever. It's not like a big time save either, but it does like feel cool to get it. Alright, so we've got a box. So yeah, this boss. Fortunately, it just got super missiles now, so
Wait,
you can actually like hurt him quite a lot.
I've already used the joke once. I can't
this
use
is
it
really
again.
slow.
I said,
sorry?
I've already used the joke once. I can't use it again, even though the game totally always gives you something to use the item that you just got.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, super missiles in this game, they also like overlap with your like regular missiles. So when you get an upgrade, it just replaces like your current missile or upgrades your current missile. So my total ammo is like with super missiles,
Yeah, I think I like
which does sound pretty
I
broken.
like that system a whole lot better than like it was in Super Metroid, where you had to constantly flip back
I
and
agree.
forth between super and regular missiles.
Oh, that's not great. Dislike that immensely.
Yeah, for convenience, it's quite nice. The super missiles are only like 3 times stronger than your regular missiles in this game, whereas in other games, super missiles are like 5 times stronger than regular missiles. But you also have to like toggle them, and they have like separate ammo, and they have generally a lot less ammo, like total ammo as well. So yeah, I forget where I'm going in the story.
Let's say, I think that they would have told you your next objective is the level 3 logs? Or actually, it might be the point where you have to skip around a little bit. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, not yet, not yet.
Okay.
I remember now. So yeah, just got to go to Sector 6, which because of unlocking level 2 security, the X that were in Sector 5 also moved over to Sector 6. And because Sector 5 is extremely cold and Samus can't handle the cold, again, because of the Metroid DNA, then they're deliberately trying to attack her by being extremely cold and trying to let her absorb them so that you'll take damage inside Sector 6. So whenever I see a blue X, then I have to shoot them to stun them and try to just like run away from them. And they hit pretty hard. They do like
So they hit
like
like
70
a
damage.
yeah, they hit like a truck.
Yeah,
they really hurt.
and this is just out of explaining. Hey, don't touch these things.
Yeah, exactly.
And the nice thing about it is when you see those, you can shoot them to stun them so you can keep moving. But for the most part, you don't. No, there's no amount of wanting to touch them that is in your future right now. Note that I said right now.
Grab that green X. So I ran out of missiles because I missed a lot of shots on box earlier. Yeah, there's a blue X right there. I just shot. Yeah, another one. As long as you know where you're going, then you can like pretty easily outrun them as well.
Another thing about the
Then-
blue X that's really important is, unlike the yellow and green ones, which kind of just float arbitrarily, the blue X will actually try to chase you.
Yeah, they want a box.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand and I respect the energy, but I need them to not touch me.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to kill you.
I mean, they're Stone Coast killers, so
I can't. I'm logging off. I hate every second of it.
That's a dad joke right there.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah, so we got this guest again over here. So again, try to not die, because even though I'm a little more powered up, still no match. So easy strats to just shoot at the SAX to get its attention, and then they'll turn around and try to chase after you. But whenever it like walks off a ledge, it always jumps, so you can just let it jump over you, and then you can go underneath and dodge it pretty much, and then run.
So I would like to share a small story about my experience with SAX, which is it's close to this area, but it's not quite. Because I think, and Mocha, you can back me up on this because you were watching it too. I had the ice missile, but I was early in the game prompt. So I kept trying to shoot her with the ice missiles, and it was like, no, she's invulnerable. So when it hit the point that I did need to use that stuff, I didn't think I could.
Oh, to like freeze it?
Oh, I was so angry. Live on the channel, I was irate.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the frustration at that point.
So I feel like it couldn't have been that scene, I don't think. Or was it that scene? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's really early to get ice missiles if you had them somehow.
I know.
The next one, you'll have, like, you should have ice missiles for the next
yeah.
chase.
I knew it was one of the chases that I was too early with my aggro.
Yeah, and it's in a pretty similar looking room too. So.
And
Oh, hey, your suit changed.
yeah, we got the mustard suit now.
Yep. Yep. Getting Varia, which makes us immune to extreme temperatures, so both cold and hot. And with that, you can absorb the blue X's now, and they heal 30 health. And they'll start running away when they see me now. Like the first time they try to attack you and they get absorbed, and then the next time you see them, they like actually run away, which is pretty funny. I love that little detail for the game.
Yeah, I always found that very interesting when I got to that point.
Yeah, same here. Like that one just completely avoided me. Like flew up and away. But yeah, these puffer enemies are like a nuisance because their starting movement is random. It's like a 1 in 4 chance, like which direction they're going, or they can go in 4 directions. So 1 in 4 chance for each direction.
Oh.
So sometimes they can just end up in your way and like, you know, hit you and stall you a lot.
I forgot to say that whenever you got high jump, you also got work ball jump.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. I got jump ball comes along with high jump in this game, which is really convenient. And same with zero mission, but like for example, like Super Metroid, it's like spring ball and high jump are like 2 separate upgrades, for example. And yeah, jumping while morphed. So if you jump a certain height, then when you land, you'll like bounce a little bit and you like lose like most of your speed. So you usually want to kind of try to do like a near max height jump, but not quite. For example, that's how the Sax 1 skip works. Normally 90% if you don't do like the damage boost strat that I did. You have to like almost full jump so that you won't bounce. Otherwise, if you bounce, then you're dead because you'll just slow down too much that you'll get shot easily.
I want to note to everyone who might be new to this game, even though it's been out for like almost 20 years, I feel old.
Yep.
If you need help knowing where you need to go, whenever you're on that floor with all the elevators, the flashing light tells you where you need to go. So as you saw, that red 5 was flashing. That's how you know what sector you need to go to.
Yep. Yes, now I need to get to the download room for to upgrade to ice missiles. But also need to unlock level 3 security. So yellow doors next.
Hey Ron, you.
And yeah, they never show the security locks on the map because I think it's supposed to be for like security reasons, like story
Wait,
wise.
they're
Yeah,
hiding
story-wise,
security
it
locks
says-
for security reasons.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think
Yes.
it's so that like the SAX won't find it or something. not 100% sure on that. I'd have to play it in English.
I think that is the case, though. It's like, yeah,
That's it. That sounds right.
but I was about to say something, I forgot.
It more or less came down to, we need you to traverse this entire ship to clear out the X problem. Oh, where are the security doors? Yeah, I can't tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't tell me. It's in this sector. Okay, can you at least give me an idea? No. You just have to go find it. Then,
Yeah, since the situation's really dire, they're trying to they're prioritizing trying to have Samus like just survive since she can't like fight the SAX, and they're like actively hunting after her as well.
now, the nice thing about it is oftentimes, I know that it always has a save next to a navigation room, and then the doors, it's always like you have something to try out some new things, and then what is the other part that happens? You try out all your fun stuff, and then it either tosses you back to that, or it tosses you into like a big story part. So yeah, you just did the security and just walked past the save point.
Yep.
Yeah. They're at least good about
Yeah,
that
so-
too. It's just like, oh, you found the door. Here, go save before we beat your face in.
Exactly. A lot of enemies like hit hard throughout this game, so it's like very easy to die in this game particularly.
So, Ron, you want to explain why Samus has to have ice missiles instead of an ice beam?
Oh yeah. Yeah, again, because the Metroid DNA, her body would reject the ice beam. So because of that, need to have ice missiles instead to be able to like freeze stuff. What's unfortunate about that though is that normally enemies that you would kill in one hit, they get frozen instead. So it turns everything into at least a 2-hit kill. So for some enemies that can't be frozen, they might like die to one missile, but it's like not that many enemies are like that. So almost all of them take like 2 missiles to kill them. So generally, either you want to just try to shoot 2 quick ones, or generally use your charge beam or normal shots to hit stuff as well.
I hope you don't sleep on this next boss.
Another thing about the ice beam that I think is really nifty from a design standpoint is the fact that some of those enemies, because you freeze them on the first missile, you can then use them for platforming.
Yep.
So if there's places that you couldn't reach before and there's flying enemies in the area, you can freeze it and then say, well, now I'm going to get up there because I'm just going to stand on your face to get there.
Exactly. There's also some like old meme about emergency and Frank.
I was getting ready to say there's an emergency in Frankersy.
So yeah, if y'all want to spam that in chat, by all means. But yeah, basically the main boiler reactor is set to explode because of the X, so they're trying to like suicide to take out like Samus because she's that big of a threat to them. So yeah, you have a 6-minute timer to go and shut it down, which, I mean, if you know where you're going, it's like a pretty generous amount of time though. Which, yeah, gonna be going to like the lower floor, which hasn't been seen yet. Which was locked behind green security doors as well. So try to shoot 4. Oh god. Okay, yeah. Try to shoot 4 missiles downwards to kill those 2 enemies. Again, because ice missiles, not one-shotting stuff anymore.
Yeah, even though Samus at the moment can deal with hot heat, still don't want to get in that lava.
Yeah, you still lose health. And since it's liquid, your movement's like pretty restricted in there as well. In, like liquid substances still. What is it? Alright, it's fine. It's
like
have a little bit of a tussle with that enemy.
I mean, on occasion, you do have to square up. It's just like that sometimes.
Right? And yeah, gonna be exactly as you mentioned, gonna be using ice missiles for platforms occasionally, so shoot 3 shots here and freeze this side hopper to use as a platform to get to this top section instead of like navigating around in a circle. Also, because my missiles are upgraded so much, you can you can kill the Idors in like 1 hit now. Pretty much ever since I got super missiles. Oh, also charge beam also one-shots it if you hit point blank as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, this beam core X takes 4 hits. I got 1 double hitting on the same frame, so it only took 3 hits instead.
And now we have wide beam, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Yeah, which the shot is dramatically widened, and it does make like up close shots like a lot stronger if you hit with like all 3 particles too. Oh, I forgot to mention about when you get missile upgrades, your rate of fire for the missiles gets slower every time too. So it makes getting doubles on like the cores and stuff a lot harder as you upgrade your missiles more.
I'm actually gonna poke in for a second. We have a question in chat. Is the Japanese version used here solely for faster text, or are there other advantages too?
It's just faster text.
Yeah, it's all faster text.
Yeah, I believe it actually comes up
It saves
faster,
a
doesn't
lot
it?
too. I'm actually not too sure. That sounds right to me though.
I know that for
And then
some
less characters.
Well, I was gonna say, I know for some games that's always been the case because the Japanese characters can kind of load all at once, so you can kind of get through the button mashing of text faster, versus a lot of English translations where it kind of, for whatever reason, reads through it. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Yep. And also like, yeah, usually English just has like more characters of text, so it's like sometimes it even like has extra text boxes in total, depending on what game you're playing. So for this game, I'm not sure if you have like more total text boxes, but like the amount of text per box is definitely a lot less in Japanese. I forget exactly how much time it saves. I'm seeing 4 minutes in the chat, which I thought it was 5 minutes, so that's actually like a pretty close guess.
What? On that right now.
I was trying to remember what was coming up next, but actually I remember now. So yeah, there's some like healthy bio signs on the top part of the main deck. So you need to go back and check and see if there are potentially any survivors from the X infestation.
I just
Wait,
remembered this part and I'm really happy.
For those of you who are familiar with things that might happen at mainline GDQ, like I don't know, Super Metroid, this is why you vote a certain way.
I just want people to know that after having beat this game, that the way y'all always vote is incorrect.
Sometimes you need the speed.
Rude, disrespectful, so uncalled for.
They remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of elevator transitions as well. But yeah, sorry, Mo.
I was gonna say they remember.
Yeah, they should probably leave Sadness behind as revenge or something.
I'm actually surprised that hasn't been the case yet, or has it been the case? Because we have only like what? How many Metroid games?
I guess there's like 5 for the 2D ones, and then yeah, then you got the 3D games like the Primes and
Other M.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think everyone has.
Right. Yeah, I haven't beaten that either. So yeah, save the animals. So how long they come to take, or how long they take to come out of their
One more.
habitation center is also random. So usually that small one takes like extra long to come out. So it's not uncommon to lose like 8 seconds compared to good
I think
RNG.
that's actually pretty decent, cause I think that last small one was actually pretty close to the door.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, like almost all of them came out around the same time, which is like actually pretty nice. Like there was a bit of delay of just like nothing, and then like 4 of them came out. The last 4 all like came out at about the same time. So I think that was pretty good. Whoops. All right, I can move. I can move. Yeah. So next part coming up after a billion elevator transitions in a bit yet again to get back down to Sector 5. They've decided it's time to get the download data for power bombs, which they're quite nice for just like breaking a ton of blocks, but relative to like just about every other Metroid game that has power bombs, these ones are actually pretty weak, like damage wise.
Yeah, knowing the rando, it's not a favorite item to get.
Yeah, especially not early, because since you can't bomb jump with them as well, they're not really nice to start with compared to having like regular bombs or high jump as like an early item. But they are nice for clearing out some rooms. The only like 2 issues with bombs in this game in general is that they take really long to explode. Like power bombs take even longer, but like regular bombs also take really long to explode compared to other Metroid games. Which I think, well, I'm guessing it was an intended mechanic to try to prevent like infinite bomb jumps, like in pretty much every other 2D Metroid game.
Yeah, I think even Dread, which is coming up next, has a shorter fuse on it than the one in Fusion, because you can infinite bomb jump easy in Dread.
Yeah, see, I don't even know enough about the run for Dread. Even though I've watched people speedrun, but I guess since I've never played it, my like comprehension isn't as great. But for some reason, I'll still be on the mic for it, or on the couch for it.
Hey,
Yeah, fortunately, since
I was gonna say it's for that lore commentary.
I'll try to give some more. And yeah, since you'll be playing the direct sequel, then it definitely works out pretty well. So yeah, power bombs. Fortunately, you didn't have to like do any like sidetracking because already have a level 3 security unlocked. But got another friend over here.
Oh yeah,
chasing.
With every power bomb, there is a huge flash. So photosensitive people, there's that.
Well, yeah, good point. Because yeah, it's not like a constant flashing, but it is like a single big light flash though. But of course, like, you know, people could be more sensitive to it than others.
Hey, remember, don't sleep on this boss.
Yeah, so Nightmare. For some reason, we're just gonna let that big shadowy figure in the background just hang out. I guess it's like a foreshadowing. Yeah, so just get power bombs real quick and then get out. That's pretty much.
But that's a background shadow. Just throwing that out there.
Yep. No memory corruption tonight, correct?
Please don't.
Yeah. I think memory corruption only works on English version as well. I could be wrong though. I've never done the category ever. Oh, someone else actually asked that in chat, so I might be on the right track with that. Hey, Led, it all just takes practice. Also, thanks for the compliment, by the way.
Oh no, the elevator's busted.
So I definitely haven't been ignoring... Oh, sorry?
I was just saying the elevator's busted. Yeah.
Exactly.
Doors broke.
So, yeah, I was told to return to the ship. Oh, there's also like quite a bit of RNG here. Got kind of unlucky, so going to have to power bomb here to get through this section instead of running through the speed blocks, which loses a bit of time. But you're additionally also forced to grab that missile upgrade, which loses a bit more time, but also like can be nice for your missile count for later boss fights. It's kind of a gift and a curse at the same time. Well, I'm just gonna safety save.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That save is really fast. Yeah, like I'm not expecting anything to go south at this point of the run, but you never know. And yeah, you're forced to go back to when you last saved, so you know, better safe than sorry, right? So yeah, the animals were shown in the in the ship. Yeah, they made their way through, made their way back to Samus's ship, and Adam just wanted to let her know. So I'm taking a huge nosedive down here because I shot the wrong blocks. Admittedly, I wasn't paying attention, so I just kind of fell asleep at the wheel. But not too bad. It's an easy climb back up.
I feel like it's worth pointing out too that this is about a moment ago in this point in the game is where the difficulty just kind of spikes on you too.
Yep, I'm gonna be taking a lot of, well, quite a few hits here, just because killing some of these pirates will, what's it called? Killing some of these pirates, they'll end up like spawning a new one like somewhere else, and it'll probably just be in your way later on. So it's easier to just like take damage and run through them.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about a little bit earlier, where when you kill some of them, they'll make the little yellow slimes, and then the yellow slimes, as Mocha indicated, will blink, and that just means they're going to run off elsewhere and become an enemy again.
Yep. So yeah, this boss is like, for a lot of people, casually is really difficult. So first RNG instance is that he'll scuttle around the room. You can do it up to 4 times. He only did it 1 extra time, so that's not bad. I was getting grabbed by him on purpose to make him stop scuttling around the room and then enter his next cycle of whether he'll do it again or not. Just to save time instead of watching him do the whole thing each time. Don't want to miss a lot of shots in this cycle either, because you know, very easy to run out of ammo. Like I was fairly close to running out there. And then if you run out of ammo, then you got to start using your charge beam instead and doing damage gradually. Alright, gonna miss all the doubles. They're fairly difficult, and I ran out of missiles. He's like 1 hit from death too, so okay, there you go. Yeah, it might have been risky to go for that last double since I'd been missing all of them, so I could have like saved that 1 missile to play it safe, but I mean, it barely lost time since I was able to farm another green X by shooting the core a bunch of times.
Also get those
to get extra
X's. Those GDQ spins in there for space jump.
I was gonna say we got the pivotal move because we space jumping now.
Yep.
All the spins.
Yeah, this probably it's probably like the worst space jump in like all of the Metroid games as well. Because I guess if you know frames, you have to be falling for at least 15 frames to be able to do another space jump each jump. So it's like a quarter of a second. Usually the window is like a lot of, like you have to wait a lot less time than like the other games. So it's easy to drop space jumps by pressing jump too early in general. Oh, I got hit. Wow. Must have flubbed my movement there. But it's fine. So I got away from the SAX there. Kind of just want to like freeze it and then freeze it when you need and then just like continue running away. And when you fall down that hole, it actually gets stuck because it can't like jump down the hole for whatever reason. It'll keep just like jumping back and forth like over the hole. Like if I went back up there to like look at it for fun. But I kind of wanted to show it off for like the marathon thing, but like I could actually die if I accidentally like touch it and get hit by the like screw attack or something. So yeah, more Idor RNG. Actually been like sort of cursed most of the run, admittedly.
I was gonna say, these doors have been fighting pretty bad.
Yeah, they're like giving me like upwards of 2 beams every time. Like the one before Yakuza gave me like 4 beams, so that was like the most I could have gotten. So yeah, Notori here, because my total missile count is not that high, don't have like actually like enough missiles to just like shoot it to death. So I'm also adding like power bombs and charge shots from charge shots with the wide beam as well to add in a bit of extra damage. For example, like in 100%, you would actually just like shoot missiles like straight up the whole time. Add it. And then try to dodge the beams, because the missiles can sink off of the beams, and you can only have 2 missiles on screen at once, and when a missile tinks off of something, it kind of like takes a while to fall off the screen, so it still adds to that like 2 missile limit, so you can like gradually waste time and like maybe tink more missiles doing that.
And that,
But yeah, pretty easy destruction.
and that boss gave us plasma beam. So we're shooting through a whole lot of enemies right now.
Yeah, so plasma beam like passes through enemies and also does damage per frame as it's passing through them. So it shreds through like almost everything. And yeah, I guess technically Samus wasn't supposed to get it yet, so that's what this dialogue is about. Because yeah, after defeating Notori, then he's like, huh, interesting, you got the plasma beam.
Yeah. Oh, this text in English is fun.
Yeah, I know, right? And yeah, with that, the nightmare that we ignored in those 2 visits in Sector 5, destroyed a large portion of Sector 5, so now we're supposed to go and handle it, finally.
It's giving real big, oh right, other sectors energy.
Yeah, so we'll see like how the background, like a lot of the areas is destroyed, and like some of like the icy areas are like melted and are like water now. Which yeah, water still hinders movement, so you're gonna have to deal with that a little bit too.
If only there was some way, some kind of suit, you know, that would help with that.
I mean, why can't everyone just do what I did, just sequence break thing? I don't see what the problem is. We can't just sequence break our way through water?
I know, right? Yeah, so I love doing this Shine Spark. Which had to kind of like weave around some enemies the first time. In the first room when I got the speed booster charged up. And to try to shoot everything out of the way, like so I got wrecked by that pirate because I was still slowly falling down in the water and he just like shot me before I
There's a
landed.
damage boost into the door, that's what it was.
Yeah, at least it didn't like waste much time because it like knocked me in the right direction. So I was kind of generous. Yeah, I definitely love that Shine Spark going through like 5 rooms or whatever it is.
So another,
Yeah, so
it's been kind of brought up a little bit in the challenge, and just for people who've never played, know, the second half of the game is probably some of the most difficult that you can do for a speed run, because in the first half, it gives you a lot of really good information about, here's this thing, here's how you use it, here's what you do. But then in the second half of the game, they're like, hey, I gave you all the tools, you need to figure out where you need to go accordingly. And
pretty much.
And there's a lot of stuff just in general that will come up that if you're not creative, or if you're being brutally honest, just not looking it up, you're not gonna know right away. But let's talk about this boss.
This is Nightmare.
Oh yeah, flashing lights warning. So yeah, when I kill this phase, like it's gonna be his body is gonna be like flashing heavily. So if you're sensitive to that, then you should probably look away. Like right out now, actually. So yeah, I kind of try to manipulate his movement to be lined up with me hanging off of the thing on the side, so I could just like, you know, have a straight shot with like unloading missiles in his face. And then yet again trying to get doubles, but missing all of them.
Yeah, like this boss in particular hung me up for a little bit because those spin arounds on every cycle, if you don't manipulate them quite right, even in a casual playthrough, what'll happen is he'll get set up either too close to the left edge so you won't get time to hit him, or conversely, he'll get set up in a height that's too low or too high for you to reasonably get shots on him. So you'll spend half your time either chasing after him or just begrudging the fact that his face is buried in the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people casually have had like difficulty with that fight. I hear about it all the time.
I was definitely one of those people. Like, granted, I'm very analytical, so I just after a bit was able to sit down and be like, huh, that's what's happening here. And the cycle around you is not as tight as the game would have you believe either, because he can loop around you one time and go back into a cycle, or he can loop around you like 4 times, and that's completely random how many times he's going to circle around you. So
actually, well, you can manipulate it to make him stop.
Ooh, that's nifty.
Yeah, you kind of like move him around. Because he kind of tries to like follow where you're going. Like sometimes he's switches between like 2 different patterns, which is like whether he should be circling around the room, and then also him trying to follow where you're going. So you kind of like manipulate when he's like in the pattern of trying to follow where you're going, and you can kind of make him get towards the center of the screen. And if he hits that point, then he'll just stop and start like flying straight to the left very slowly. I was fortunate that I got it this time, because in my practice run I actually like messed that up pretty badly. So he was like spinning around the room like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, see, my favorite detail of what you just finished was the fact that the 4th level security door is underneath all of this mess that you're running through, and that there's only 2 ways in, which is the way you went in and then the way you went out. And the way you went out still leads to all of this mess. It's one of those things that you look at it and you're like, who put this security door lock here? Like, this is an awful location. Is this why you didn't want to tell me? It's because the location you put it was really goofy? I mean, that's reasonable.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing?
Oh no.
Whoops. It shouldn't be much of a time loss though. I kind of just did like 100% muscle memory, so.
Trying to remind yourself to blast through things, and instead you're trying to be a completionist.
Exactly. Yeah, it's supposed to take like one floor lower, but I mean, it probably barely lost any time going the wrong way briefly. Because there was still a way down, so I was still like kind of going the right direction. I just went like 1 floor higher than I was supposed to. But I'm pretty much back on track now.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite additions in this game, the diffusion missile.
Yeah, this thing causes, well, if you just saw me shoot it right now, causes a radial explosion of ice, and it like freezes everything around you. We don't really use it much in the run, but it is convenient for if there's a lot of missile blocks somewhere, then instead of just shooting like single missiles at the blocks, the diffusion missile will clear all of the missile blocks that it manages to touch as well. Which I think I will use exactly once in this category. And 100% I think you use it like 3 times in total.
Yeah, I know in Rando you can get away with not having it because, well, it's Rando. You don't need everything in it.
Yeah, exactly. It also adds... So yeah, I guess talking about damage values, so your base missiles is 10 damage. Getting super missiles adds 20, so it becomes 30. Ice missiles adds 10, so that becomes 40. And then diffusion missile adds 5, so at full power, your missiles do 45 damage, and your rate of fire is like really slow with diffusion missiles. So like, getting doubles on the cores is like actually like really hard, and actually like near impossible on like the next boss too. Aside from Tess. Mostly because the room is going to be too narrow in the next fight, so can't get enough vertical height to shoot your missiles downwards, which is what you need in that case. I'm also getting owned by all these puffers in the way.
Goodness.
Holy moly. There's a lot of blue X's here, so I can at least like.
I was just about to
heal quite a
say,
bit.
good thing you got all these blue X's that you can just stun lock and say, delicious.
Yep.
Free real
And
estate.
yeah, the plasma beam going right through them, so you can actually like stun a lot of them with like one shot.
Ain't that the truth?
It's quite nice. It throws both puffers like perfectly blocked away because I got bad RNG on their movement. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I reached the restricted area, and it's a warning. No entry without authorization. So, need to backtrack to find some authorization. But got a banger again.
So everyone remembers Xbox,
Box is
right?
back for a rematch.
Where's Xbox?
Yep, it's infected by the X now, so yeah, so we call it Xbox. And the water is also electrified because of like it's because of it being damaged. Oh, what the heck? Okay, there you go. So yeah, this beam core, you can't. I guess in tasks, pretty much tasks only, you can get doubles to do 2 missiles worth of damage on the same frame. But yeah, your rate of fire for missiles is like too slow that you can't realistically get it in like a human setting. It's like too many frame perfect inputs basically.
Yeah. But hey, we now have wave beam, which allows us to shoot through walls. So who cares if we don't have access? We can just shoot through the wall.
Yep, I've got authorization with wave beam. Apparently. Yeah, it's also really cool that wave beam is like a late weapon upgrade. It's a lot of like other Metroid games. It's like pretty early.
Wait, I thought we had the last Metroid like save you.
I know, right? And now we've got this room full of Metroids in the restricted area. Kind of sus. So when I jumped through the door, it made those Metroids also line up, which doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of funny. And these little Metroids here. Oh, whoops! I fat fingered the pause button. Yeah, those little Metroids that are like flying around back and forth when you're escaping. They're random, like where they're positioned. So they can kind of get in your way, and they break your spin when you're space jumping. So they're kind of just there to waste time a little bit. Managed to still get through, but in like 5 seconds in game time. I think like perfectly getting through there usually will end with like a 5:55, so it's like, you know, about like 4.5 seconds roughly.
Yeah. And now I believe this is in the big reveal in the game.
Or sorry, 55:55.
This is the big reveal in the game, if I'm not mistaken. We're heading towards.
Yeah, so I guess with the lore, what happened? So yeah, we saw the restricted area, so we saw those Metroids, and the Galactic Federation is actually creating Metroids. It's supposed to be for peaceful applications, apparently. And oh shoot! Whoops. Okay, yeah, and yeah, so it's supposed to be for peaceful applications, apparently, and yeah, since we detached that area and pretty much destroyed all of those Metroids that were infant Metroids being created. I lost my train of thought. Shoot. Yeah, Adam was saying that like Samus shouldn't have done that, and yeah, she's like furious about this, and then yeah, basically like telling her to continue to make her way out through Sector 1. But we're actually going deeper into like a restricted area pretty much at this point. Oh, also those golden pirates. So it's kind of jank. So their back is supposed to be their weakness, but the game only checks if you're both facing the same direction for whether you'll do damage to it or not. So that's why I shoot at them and then turn around to like have my back turned to them.
Wait, this boss looks awfully familiar. Is this Fantoon?
Although,
Right.
also, like, warning for people listening because, ooh, those screams.
Yeah,
God, those
it
screams.
actually peaks
Headphone warning.
the GBA audio. I'll try to not die as well because I'm getting grabbed a lot. But yeah, so Ridley gets like shredded by the plasma beam combo because of like again how it does damage per frame when it's passing through him, because he's like massive. It does like a lot of damage per frame. So you can like ideally you can effectively kill him with like about like 12 charge shots. For context, he has a 450 HP, and so it takes 100 like of your full powered missiles to kill him. But with the charge shot, because of how it does damage per frame, you can kill him in like about 12 shots, which is absurd. And then yeah, you get to hear him screech a lot.
The first time The first time I fought him, I literally distinctly remember being like, "Ooh, that's rough on the ears," and all of chat was like, "Yeah, you're telling us." Hey.
Yeah, and oh god.
I was gonna say, I was just looking like, I gotta turn this down, and I looked at stream, I was like, oh no, I have to turn the stream down.
But you have to remember, this is
Yeah,
originally
like
for GBA.
games are really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, GBA games are like generally like really loud too. So it's like the game naturally being loud plus like Ridley being like even louder
Yes.
than that is like
Intensity to the maximum degree.
yeah, like literally blows out your ears.
Although we never mentioned
So, yeah.
that Ridley had your upgrade for your jump.
Yep, the screw attack. So when you're doing like a spin jump, you have like the real screw attack now. Before I was doing pseudo screw attacks sometimes, where I was using I had a charged beam and I would do a spin jump and it would just like do like the beam's like worth of damage on them. But screw attack like instant kills like almost all regular enemies, and it also kind of gives you invincibility through most stuff, so you can like just jump through stuff. Just
And it
hilarious.
will also break majority of the damageable blocks as well.
Oh yeah, breaks bomb blocks as well, which is quite nice. Oh, I was really slow on that text matching. I forgot that there was like actual text, so I was about to take a sip of water.
Oh no.
So I only had one hand on the controller. So yeah, at this point, yeah, basically Adam's telling Samus to get in the ship and leave because the Federation's coming and they're gonna try to capture the SAX for research purposes. And she's like,
Explain things to me.
no, you must be joking, because like the SAX will like annihilate them as soon as they land and absorb all of them. And since the X parasites also absorb like the knowledge and memories of their hosts, then they would absorb like most of like the knowledge of the galaxy. So they'd be like a huge threat to the galaxy once they get out of the space station. So Samus was saying that she can't let them leave here, even if she needs to like blow herself up along with it. So she's going to try to self-destruct the station and have it crash into SR-388 to blow up as well. Again, the planet that you're on in Metroid 2. But it wouldn't be a Metroid game without Samus blowing up the planet, right?
What?
This-
Why would the creators make a game where you have to intentionally blow up the planet to save the game? You know.
Yeah, I think she just kind of throws a dart at a map and is like, What planet am I gonna blow this time?
I think also something else was revealed in that cutscene, was it not?
Oh yeah, because Adam said, oh shoot, whoops, said any objections, lady, which is like the mannerisms of like the real Adam Malkovich, who was her previous commanding officer who died.
That was
And
which 3D Metroid was that? I can't remember. There's so many.
right? Yeah, so another M. I guess other M was made after this game, so it's not like a spoiler or anything, but that Adam died because she talks about Adam being dead in this game, and then other M kind of shows what happened. And then yeah, the machine is asking like, what would this Adam do when she calls him Adam, from like the slip of the tongue. And then yeah, it turns out that that it actually is like Adam, like the computer is like the actual Adam. All right, I should pay attention.
Yeah, you need to get this unlocked.
Don't want to die right at the end.
So this is the actual SAX fight, where we will actually take down SAX. And phase 1 is already done. Here comes phase 2, where kind of transforms into this, whatever this is.
Yeah, the Hornode. Yeah. It's like the first enemy that we killed in the space station. Oh my god. I can't believe this might happen.
Oh, didn't get the lock quite. Oh. So you can position the Corex for Ice Beam in such a position to where you can lock it in place where Ron's got it right now. And just wait to the eye to open and shoot a missile into it.
Yeah, I was super nervous there because like at the start of the fight, like I kind of wasn't paying attention, admittedly. And then I lost a lot of health from like getting hit and failing the stun lock. So, and trying to reset up the stun lock, I took like extra damage too. So I was like, oh.
I'm just gonna say you're at perfect health.
But
right now.
Don't worry, it wasn't even close.
You're at perfect health right now.
Yep. Got away. I know y'all thought it was close, but I wasn't worried for a second.
It's very intentional. Trust me.
But yeah, so yeah, I had to showcase that cheat strat because of getting the core stuck because oh whoops. Normally I would try to go for double missiles, but because my health was low, like I could risk taking a lot of damage while doing it. So I figured I should just be safe.
So the answer is with...
And yeah, those shots do over 100 damage, so it's like I was definitely dead in one hit.
So as there is in any Metroid game, we have an escape sequence.
Yep. I missed the low height, unfortunately. As well.
It seems that one Metroid escaped. Meet Omega.
Yep.
Oh no, you're down to 1 health now.
Oh no. I'm at 1 HP, what am I gonna do? But yeah, since Metroids are a natural threat to the X-Parasites and the SAX went straight for the Omega Metroid there. So I'm gonna try to stun lock him by shooting straight up, basically.
Oh, very nice unlock there. Very nice unlock. And time will come, if I'm not mistaken, when you enter the ship.
Yeah, when the tractor beam touches me, then I'll up time. Yeah, I should have said that sooner, my bad. I'm always so bad about calling time.
I feel like it's one of those things where you just get so focused on what you're trying to do and trying to get the hell out that you're just like, oh right, yeah, the run's finished. My bad. Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry. But that is. Oh, excuse me. But that is Metroid Fusion. And again, this was my first Metroid, and we spent what, Mocha, like 4 streams beating it?
Something like that.
Something like that. So to see it all done in what ended up being an hour and a half is delightful, and you're still underestimated. Doing wonderful.
Yep. Well, what was the end time?
It looks like it was 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 28 seconds.
Nice.
I was, I think I was behind my PB by like 15 seconds or something.
Oh, there you go. Almost had a PB precipice moment.
I've only. This is actually like my second run of this category. So
Really?
yeah, I learned 100% first. So I've had like 4 PBs in that category, and then I did 1 run of any percent afterwards. So I already had the experience like of running the game.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Well, per usual, let everybody know if they missed you this morning or this early afternoon, depending on where you are. Where can they find you, and what kind of stuff do you do?
Oh yeah. So another shameless plug. Gotta get.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to follow, I did type a heart emoji in the chat. So if you want to click my name and follow. I've speedrun like 6 different games. So, and as I said in earlier, that I have world record in gimmick any percent, kind of recently. So probably will try to improve that time at some point as well. Additionally, I'm mostly known for Smash Bros. Melee, but I don't really stream Smash Bros. Melee content much, mostly because of the COVID era. So like, friends usually haven't really come over lately in the last like year or 2.
Yeah.
So I commonly get asked, "Hey, are you gonna stream Melee?" But I mean, whenever people come over, then I'll stream Melee.
Awesome.
Yeah. Also, if you are interested in speedrunning this game, there is on the speedrun.com website the link to the community Discord. So there's tons of helpful people, and there's a number of guides to like learn and run as well. I forgot to also plug the Donkey Kong Country one in the previous run. That community is like really, really chill. So definitely recommend giving it a shot.
And then, Mocha, you are welcome to plug yourself, or we can wait until after you do your run of Metroid Dread.
I was gonna say let's let the next runner introduce and do
Either
all
or
that
is fine
stuff.
for me. I'm really indifferent to it. If you plug yourself twice, I'm not gonna say anything.
Up to you, Mocha.
No, I'll wait till later.
I'm gonna go ahead and write that off as Mocha has what we call dad aggro. So we'll let him get set up for his run. If you're enjoying Metroid, make sure you stick around because we're going to be doing a speed run of Metroid Dread next with Mocha Jones, who you heard on commentary this entire time. And again, if you're liking the content, let GDQ know by subbing and dropping off bits in the channel. And remember, you got a Twitch Prime sub, so you can do it for free $99. And if you can't afford to do any type of subs or bits, make sure you let your friends know about the cool stuff we're doing and share and spread the word that we are Unapologetically Black and Fast all weekend long. We're going to get everything set up for the next run, and we'll be with you again in a couple of minutes.